Hey guys, Richard at Ride and Zoom here doing my latest review. It's been a while buying that GameCube one, so this is basically a still unscripted, no reading from script, no edits or anything, just a quick review. But yeah, since I've done so much and I get these gone for so long, so it's been a bit long because it's the intro, but yeah. So this is like the backlog. I've been reading Star Wars books, as everyone knows, since January, at least consecutively this year. So, NGO. I'm currently, as of right now, at the prequel era ones. Well, nearing the end actually. I'm on the Republic Commando books, but yeah, I fell behind a bit. Couldn't bother to uploading things. I think it's time to. So this is for the Phantom Menace novelisation, and this again, this will be a bit longer this vid, but generally speaking, a bit of advice from my friends. I'm going to go for much shorter ones now and just kind of get to the point. Again, I'm not going to like plan it ahead, just I try and avoid rambling on, but just get to the main things that stand out. And I read this book back. June feels so long ago, but it really wasn't that long ago. Obviously NGO was January through to about May time, but yeah, it's fallen behind a bit. But yeah, so on to it. So Phantom Menace novelisation, got Blu-ray here for good measure. We'll see, not much to say about it. There's a few differences. I remember reading not the kids version of this, which a few extra things like more Obi-Wan's point of view during the Darth Maul fight. Obviously, spoilers, pretty obvious, but yeah, spoilers just for this one. But yeah, this is probably more Qui-Gon's point of view, actually. Like, a lot of it is more stuffy things. But yeah, there's this stuff that was deleted scenes for the DVD. Everyone Blu-ray, everyone knows about, like Anakin fighting the kid who turns out to be Greedo because Anakin was cheating, and they cut it because I guess they didn't want Anakin to show any like toughness whatsoever. But yeah, so this has got pretty much like that, much like the episode 3 novelisation. Well, like all of them, it's just extended versions of the film effectively. And there's a few more things, stuff that which wasn't in here, like yeah, basically Darth Sidious swearing that to make everyone who involved in Darth Maul's death pay, because he's basically wasted years, but Darth Maul still served his purpose. So stuff like that. There's a bit extra content involving I think Senate politics, a bit more than Sean Naboo had some as well. I'm sure there's extra dialogue here and there, but overall, yeah, this is no episode 3 novelisation. Good book, excellent stuff. Of course, it still describes like the lightsaber fights really well, like Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon's like teamwork and how if anyone else they'd have defeated them in like no time at all, but Darth Maul's was nothing at all again when they've battled. It's just, yeah, a lot more depth. A bit more talking, like when Qui-Gon's like beaten and he's dying. It's a touching moment in the film. It's just a bit of extra dialogue. It's like, yeah, Obi-Wan, it's not just promise me you'll train the boy. It's more, now you must be the master. You be ready, Obi-Wan. This is a new chapter for you. Please train him. And Obi-Wan starts like crying, breaking down, like, master. Yeah, it's just some nice extra dialogue. And having read the junior novelisation one, it's the one with Anakin running across Tatooine. In case I read that, I read that years back and always wanted to read like if there was a different version. I mean, I heard years back episode 3's junior, slightly different, e.g. Yoda playing dead in a scene which he doesn't in the film or even the episode 3 book. But yeah, it's kind of the same sort of thing here. A few extra scenes, so everyone who's seen the film knows it pretty much. The Jedi go to the Trade Federation to basically, off the record, like a very shady deal by the Chancellor, stop what they're up to. They don't stop what they're up to, and then the Trade Federation basically take over the planet. The Jedi save the Queen. They have to land on Tatooine because it's a nearby planet. They discover Anakin Skywalker. Qui-Gon basically does some shady betting to win him his freedom, gets him, but Anakin has to leave his mother behind, and then Anakin has to become a Jedi, but it's different because Jedi take children more or less from birth, a few years old, so they've got no real memory of their parents, and it's very different there. The Jedi fear attachment because then turn someone to the dark side, and they're fairly no idea how to train. They've never wanted to train a Jedi who's too old because of the attachment. They view it as a risk, a danger, not a positive. And yeah, they basically get Anakin to the temple. They're not going to let him train them. Qui-Gon basically says, "I'll train him anyway," because it's will of the Force. He says Obi-Wan's ready to pass the Jedi trials. They basically say, "We'll deal with this later." They go back to Naboo because the planet's been conquered by the droid. Padme plans to take it back. So that she's actually a queen of Naboo. Like, anyone didn't know that, but she is. The Qui-Gon Obi-Wan giving these knowing looks like, yeah, we knew she eventually admit it. Anakin's probably, Jar Jar probably the ones that didn't know that, Padme, the decoy, was actually the queen all along. She basically defeats the Trade Federation. Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are there basically to take Darth Maul prisoner, and that doesn't happen. Darth Maul basically defeats them, separates them, kills Qui-Gon. Obi-Wan then kills him, and with that, the Jedi are like, yep, you can train him then, because they know that now the Sith are definitely back. They'll just simply train Anakin, which is the last thing they'd want. And that's pretty much the end of the film. Book, yeah, just slightly extended like all novelizations, but, good extra dialogue, hearing what the characters are thinking is always quite nice. Seeing when Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are like, not, Obi-Wan's mad that Qui-Gon, it feels like Qui-Gon wants just to cast him aside to train Anakin, and that's not the case. And they have a nice, like, touching father-son moment. And yeah, it's just like an expanded version, and obviously got to watch the film first if you want to see it all. But yeah, good book, recommend it. I already read episode 2 back last year, so I'm not going to bother rereading that. Same with episode 3, I'll probably just read a bit between the Dark Lord Labyrinth Evil. But yeah, that's it. So a few more of these to come, just trying to get the backlog finished and trying to avoid any glare in future videos. And that's it. So I will see you next time. And this video is just under 6 minutes. Again, with a bit of intro, I could have shaved 1 or 2 off without that. So yeah, look for videos about under 5 minutes. Hope they keep your attention a bit more entertaining. Until next time. Bye.